Okay, traders, XRP, Ripple, really nice price action. I do like what I'm seeing here. You know, we can pull that through there. What I like more than anything is this higher low. You've got an accumulation range right there. Let's have a look at it on the 4-hour. This looks like, well, it's obviously institutional money. So we get this range-bound sort of price action through here. And I'm always talking about the fakey shaky chart pattern. Pulls down to a low, we get a higher low, and then here it is, look. You get range-bound price action. This fake out draws in buyers. You've got all this going on, the higher low and this move here. Right, this is the algos. So what happens at this point is everyone goes nuts thinking this is heading to the moon, and their stop losses go under here. Right, this is big money algos moving the markets. Down it goes, okay? The range, the fake out, and we're off to the races, okay? The range, the fake. This is a Wyckoff model where you get this manipulation down in here, okay, off the range. And it's just telling us that big money is involved, especially when you've got this going on here, right? So we know that, and the other thing telling us big money is involved is only they can move the market like this, right? There's a huge amount of capital that's been invested here that's caused that. So my bias is obviously bullish at this point. We have a break of market structure right there. Shift in the trend happened back here. Chock, BOS, okay, change of character if you like. So we've got that. Okay, we've got break of structure. Now there's a couple of things about this 4-hour time frame. You know, whenever you see a move like this where there's institutional money behind it and it trades off, and we get this displacement through here, be very, very careful. Right? You want to expect that price is going to look for two things. One, liquidity, and two, it's going to look to potentially look to rebalance. So you've got this one-sided bullish imbalance. So we could call it that, label it up, imbalance. This is market structure, price action. And I've got rules around this, right? So now this is broken out. I'm always looking for, let me just see if I can find, it's been bearish. All right, wherever you want to go. High, low, pull back into equilibrium. High, low, pull back into equilibrium, okay? It's the same story. Low, high, you know, in a bullish scenario, it's going to be the same thing. So what we don't have here is the pull back into equilibrium. So we've got a bit of a thing there, and then we've got that. But we don't have that. All right, you don't want to be chasing price up around this level here. It's trading into buy-side liquidity here, right? So it's hunting liquidity. All right, so it's tapping into all of the, actually, you've got buy-side liquidity all through here, and then up in here big time. So it's eating up all of this. So these orders down in here pair with these orders up in here, right? That's how it works. So I'm expecting the reaction off this and this back down. And I mean, look, the algos can actually override that. They've got the capital to move it. If they want to push it up higher, they will. They can set the algos to take it wherever they want it to go. All right, so, you know, there's a possibility it just continues on this trajectory, and then at some stage it will pull back aggressively, and it'll take out all of this under here, sell-side liquidity. Sell-side liquidity, sell-side liquidity, right? So everybody piles in. We're off to the moon again. Crypto's going wherever it's going. Retail pile, and all the stop losses get placed into here, and then it pulls back and takes them out. So I'm looking for the pullback. Now, there's a couple of tools that I like using. One of them actually is this one here. It's the anchored VWAP. We just take it off that low. Oh, let's just go down to a lower time frame and look at that. So price will hunt liquidity 1, and then if it eats up this liquidity up in here, it's got to come back down into this liquidity under here, right, along this trend. And the other thing it's looking to do is looking to rebalance, right? So you've got an imbalance that's a potential target, and it happens to fit nicely with my Fibonacci optimal entry, 50 to 61.8. That's what I'm looking at, right? Anyway, there's an argument there. I'm just sort of, this is, you know, my thought process when I look at this. I don't want to buy up here. And I mean, look, for all I know, as I said, look, it's already doing it. See that? Look, okay? But the thing that you got to watch out for is at some stage, And every time you see a move like this, let's just show you this. Look at this from a, I got drawings I want to get rid of. The 3 drive pattern is one of the chart patterns that I really do like. 3 drive. And I mean, I know a lot of people are into Elliott wave. So you could argue, now let's just have a look. We got a range down in here, breaks out of the range, right? You could argue there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then an ABC correction. So you want to watch out when you see this 5-wave structure that, you know, at some stage it's going to pull back and you get the ABC thing, right? I'm not an Elliott wave kind of guy, but I do go with this 3 or 4 drives. Whenever you see a trend pushing up and then you get, you know, a strong drive, 2, 3, you know, 4 drives, okay, 3 or 4, and you got these 3 highs that you can pull this through, or 4. Sometimes it'll reach into 4. Generally speaking, you're going to see it before it moves on. It'll do that, and this is a very, very common price action kind of thing that plays out. Happens everywhere. So I'm always looking for that. So this is gearing up to give us that. Now we're looking at the VWAP. If we go VWAP from the where this originated, see, the VWAP is actually this blue line down in here. It coincides with this imbalance. All right, well, we know that's an imbalance, right? VWAP is down here, and if we pick up the fib and we go from this swing low to high, VWAP, the imbalance, and my Fibonacci 50 to 61.8 all comes together around here. So this is my point of interest. I don't want to be buying at a premium. So if you have a look at this price range, low to high, that's at a premium. And I wanted to pull back down into, well, I wanted to pull down into here into this discounted zone, premium and discount. Buy at a discount, guys. Sell at a premium. That's that's how you make money. So if it pushes off and leaves me behind, then I will just let it go and I'll look for the next opportunity. But this is my trade plan at the moment. And, you know, rather than setting up a pending buy order down in here, I really want to see it come back. And, you know, if you set up systems and indicators and what have you to give you an alert, fake out, shake out, move with speed, pull back, retest this, I'm looking for that. This is my usual fakey shaky chart pattern thing. I'm going to show you something else actually shortly. Before I do, you want this to come back and find support. Now it could be here, it could be here, it could, you know, it could trade further south. But the main thing is if you look for that, and then when this breaks market structure, there's an opportunity, right? A bullish trend potentially setting up. There's a possible buy opportunity around here. Okay, let's just mark that up. Buy. So, you know, that's the thing. This pullback could happen anywhere. So we want the pullback, and then when it starts to move, then we look for the opportunity. Like this, when it started to move and it broke out. All right, here's the thing. Look, just scrunch that up. See here? This is what I'm talking about. Okay, so it pulls back, and then we get the break of structure. See how you get, first of all, a shift in the trend, and then it starts to really move here. Right, and that's where you get involved. So you want that pullback, and then it starts to break. You can just draw a diagonal if you like, and track it with a diagonal line, something like that. Just like that, back down in here, diagonal line that, you know, starts to break out, okay? So anyway, that's my take on XRP at the moment. I'd love it if you comment, guys. I'm going to wrap up this TradingView now, and then we're going to continue with something else. So yeah, with that, you guys on TradingView, hope you have a fantastic day. Keep an eye out for more of my videos. Okay, guys, that's TradingView side of things sorted. Now I want to show you something. We are back. So this is what I'm looking for. It's going to go to the bar chart. And we don't have to worry about all of this so much, even though that's kind of where I want this to trade down to. But look at this. Okay, when the bars are white, we stay out of it. White, red, a little bit of a sell that gave us that. But more importantly, look at these signals here. So this generally will tell you when it's moving, and we've got this secondary that is set up to do its best to stay out of choppy markets, choppy price action, and to give you an idea when the trend is starting to really kick in. And the idea with these indicators then is that you look to build your position. So you buy, you got the green shaded zone for your stop loss, right? So you use that green shaded zone as your stop loss level, and you add to your position. You actually look to build your position through here on these buys. Look at them all, right? So as this is moving, then you can close 50%, take 50% off the table back here, move your stop loss up, and this is all in the money and risk free. And you can just continue on your merry way with this, guys. All right, this keeps going on and on and on. You've got this indicator here to tell you when to take partial profit. So these little dots that show up, there's partial profit number 1, close partial profit number 2, these dots here, because it'll tell you when it's going to pull back. All right, so the next one is up in here, so that's really nice. Look at that. Wait for this to pull back, and all you need to do, you don't have to worry so much about any of that, but just set this alert to go off, 3 dots, add alert, and we're going to go for a buy signal. I use the flickering because I want it to make a bit of noise. Buy once per bar. That's it, guys. I'm ready to rock and roll. Create. So when that pulls back and actually what we need to do with this now is get a bit aggressive with this one. We're going to come down in here into inputs, and I'm going to include all the signals. Okay, go from 3 to all. Look at them all. All right, got a couple of buy signals up in here. So, even if you enter up in here, you've got all of these trades behind you in the money locked in and stop loss up in here. So it doesn't matter if it turns around and that gets taken out. But what I'm really looking for now is for this to pull back, and then I want buy signals on the rotation when it starts to move, and it'll give you that. So will this. So we've got both of these ready to go. Okay, so now what we do is we go to this one as well. 3 dots, add alert. Guys, you can gain access. I'm looking for a long, once per bar. That's it. Create. You can set this up on your phone, on your TradingView app on your phone. Go out for dinner. Okay, there's a dot up in here. It's telling you to take profits, right? So with this trade that you've just entered here, the dot's flashing on and off. That's okay. It repaints. It doesn't matter. It's telling you that it's overextended. I would be looking, and that's about 1R, so I would be looking to close 50% of my position on that now. And then all of my stop losses are going to come up to here. All of these back in here come up to, you can follow these green dots. See the green dot here? I'll show you. See these green dots? So there's the lower color and dots is for when you first enter. And then when it gains momentum, you move them up and you follow price, and you follow this inner level of green dots. And at the moment, that's where these dots are. So with 50% off the table here, and this now moved up, this is profitable regardless. So you can just go out for dinner, just leave it alone. And if it comes back and closes, then everything closes here, and you've made a ton of money. Now here, I want the pullback, and I'm looking for that rotation and the buy signals to kick back in. I only want bullish signals, right? So that's all set up. I don't have to think about it. Now that these are in, you can gain access, guys, and try this for 7 days, 100% free. Try it for 14 days if you want to go the extra, and let this work for you in that first 7 days. Seriously. Anyway, you'll either see this opportunity or you won't, and that's up to you. The link's on my website, anthonyfx.com. And here's another thing. I'm going to be sending out regular trade signals, trade ideas, probably on a daily basis. And you can have them coming straight into your inbox every day. The link to sign up for that, it's completely free. Free signals every day. And I'll be giving you an idea like this. Pull back when it starts to break out, enter long in your inbox. You could build your account, pass your prop firm challenge with that. Yeah, the signals give us everything we need. Stop loss, entry, stop loss, target. That's set up and it's ready to go. And the thing with this is it may or may not pull back so far, It might be a shallow pullback and then we get a buy signal there. I will go with that. Oh, and what I was going to say was now that these are in here, set up the TradingView app on your phone. Let's just, I'll show you that. See notifications here, notify in app. So this is TradingView on your phone. And I've got my phone set up to flash lights and make a noise. So it doesn't matter where I am. What you can do is get ready. And by the way, you could, this is Binance. You can trade this on TradingView, trading panel, Binance, right? So you can connect to your Binance account and trade these signals on TradingView and build your crypto account with my signals. This is an opportunity that is second to none. Okay, now what you do is you want to get ready for a buy. So you set one of these up here. That's kind of ready to go. Roughly the stop loss is going to be about that. And when that goes off on your phone, then you can just grab it with your finger and pull it across to wherever the signal is. Make the adjustment, right-click it, create order. Well, going to have to connect. But, you can take that trade on TradingView, right-click it, and place the order, market order, and you're in. Okay, stop loss go for about 3R. But what you need to do after you enter this trade is come straight in then, and this trend channel is going to be your exit. So after you enter, and this is live, trend channel 3 dots, add alert, right, and this is going to be, see this? TP exit bullish trade. Take profit or exit a bullish trade. Click that. And that is your exit alert, once per bar notification. I make it a different sound and reversal exit. See that? All right. Now, when that goes off, you just come in straight in here, and TradingView is amazing. You just click to close it, and it'll give you the option to close partial profits. Take half, move your stop loss up a little bit, not too tight, and you're in the money, guys. Comment below. Ask me questions. What would you like me to make a video on? And grab the free trial. This is not for everyone. If you're unable to stay disciplined, maybe this is not for you. But don't waste your time. But, if you can stick to a plan and you see the opportunity, then, well, you're in that select few. Okay, guys, with that, I hope you have a great day, safe trading, and I'll see you in the next one.